Hello my lovely Scorpios and welcome to Satara Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader and this reading is for your 2021 yearly reading. The cards I'm going to be using in this yearly read are the Morgan Greer tarot cards, and at the end of the read I'll be pulling the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid just as a final message from universe. So I like to start the read just looking at the major arcanas, and you have three and one is in reverse. I'm just going to go over them first. The first one appears in March, which is the Sun, which is a beautiful card. It's really a card of celebration, creativity, coming together, joy, happiness. So a wonderful card to appear in March for you lovely Scorpios. And then right next door to the Sun card in March is April, is the Tower. And I know the Tower looks a little bit daunting, but I have to say the Tower comes in to really clear away anything that's not serving you. So the universe is stepping in April to clear away what's not serving you so you can move forward in your life. So it's still I really find it a beautiful, powerful energy, even though the card illustration looks a bit daunting. And then the third major arcana appears for you in November, which is the Empress, and the Empress appears in reverse. And the Empress really is about creativity. The Empress is the mother card of the major arcanas, ruled by Venus. So it's really about nurturing creativity, giving birth, could be giving birth to a child or giving birth to a project, a house, a home, just that sense of creation. But however, it is in reverse. But I have to say, when I come to the reading, the Sun and the Six of Cups and the Empress, I think these tell a story in themselves. So we'll get to that in a second. So what I'm going to do now is just go through each card for each month. We start in the top left-hand corner in January, which is the Two of Swords. Then we go to February, the Three of Cups, the Sun, the Tower, and then into May, the Nine of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Rods, and then November, the Empress in reverse. And then in December, two cards actually came out, which was the Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So we're going to start just at the top left-hand corner with the Two of Swords, which represents the air signs of the zodiac. So that's Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. And the Two of Swords really is about a little bit like a stalemate, so not being able to make a decision. So as you can see, this person is holding two swords. Swords representing thoughts, communication. So being caught up in a thought and having to make a decision and being stuck on that decision. So having two sort of thoughts going at the same time and being really stuck in that process. Her arms are crossed across her heart, so she's really not able to tap into her emotional realm to help her make this decision. She's also got a blindfold on across her eyes, so it's really being kind of stuck and making a decision. And I have to say, I think January and February, they're linked, and I feel that you're having a bit of an audience in this decision making. So whenever you step into January 2021, there is a decision that you do need to make and you are struggling with that decision. However, with the minor arcanas, and the Two of Swords is a minor arcana, they are energies that sort of move and shift and change, and you move through them. So it's not an energy that's going to stay with you for a long time. However, there is a decision that does need to be made in January, and you have got an audience. But I do think your audience in February, you've got these Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups represents the water signs of the zodiac, you being one of them. And this is really your tribe and your community, your family, your friends. And it's a card, again, number 3, same as the 3 like the Empress. It's a sign of, it's a number of creation, so coming together and celebrating. So I really feel that your community and your tribe, your friends in February are really looking onto you and sort of giving you that emotional and what else, there's a word am I looking for, that sort of emotional support for you to make this decision. They're letting you make the decision on your own. They're not interfering, but they're sort of being your cheerleader. So you've got wonderful energy in February, that real supportive energy from your friendship, from your family, whatever your family or your community or your tribe is to you. They're really supporting you in your decision making, because I do feel it's a big decision that you do need to make in January. So then we go into March, and you've got the beautiful Sun card, and the Sun card, as I said earlier, it is about celebration. When the sun comes out, you see clearly. It brings you warmth. It brings you together. People want to come out in their communities and, go to the beach, and, everybody wants to be out and celebrating on a sunny day. So it's a glorious card to have, and that appears for you in March. And I'm going to read these 3 cards together. So you have the Sun here, which is in March. And then in May, June, July, you have the 6 of Cups. And then in November, you have the Empress in reverse. So I really feel that this is telling a story in itself. So March, July, and November. So, and even with the story that this tells, it may connect to them months. So as you travel through 2021, maybe coming back and revisiting this video to see if that sort of resonates with you. And what the theme is, I think there's going to be a coming together of a partnership or friendship. And really what I think the friendship is either coming together from a childhood friendship, and that's going to come together, and it's going to be significant for you in March, July and November. But I do have a really strong feeling, and this might only resonate with a certain amount of viewers, that the coming together is with a sibling. So you're coming together with your brother or your sister. There's a real union that's happening, and it's really there's a real sense of fondness. And I'll tell you why I'm getting that sort of message is the Empress is the mother card, and she's in reverse. And for me, in this reading, it's kind of saying about the past. So it's like these 2 children have come from this mother. This mother has created these 2 children. And in March, they're coming together in a celebration. So you may have been separated. I know we've gone through 2020 with like global separation from siblings, friends, families, work colleagues. So they may be in March coming together with a significant sibling or siblings, or even if it's not a sibling, it's somebody that has that energy, that sort of family tribe energy, people you care about, people you trust, and you've got a history with. It goes back into your childhood. So beautiful energy happening for you in March. And then we go into April, and you've got the Tower card, and the Tower card really comes in when universe, with the major arcana cards step in, and it's really universe shifting and changing and helping you on your journey through your life, through the journey of tarot. So it's the energies coming in from universe to change things, to shift things that are not serving you any longer. So I'm just going to jump back, sorry about this, but I'm just going to jump back to March. So because that's a major arcana in March, the Sun card, maybe in March, the universe is stepping in. Maybe there's going to be less restrictions for you to do with COVID, and you're able to fly overseas and, meet up with your sibling. Or there's something that the universe is stepping in, changing the situation for you to come together with a significant person in your life. So when we come back, to the Tower card in April, that's really about the universe stepping in and pulling down anything that's no longer serving you. As human beings, we get very attached to the way that we live, our thoughts, our behaviors, our emotions, get very attached to emotions, and also circumstances. And even if them circumstances are no longer serving us, and we may not be happy in them circumstances, we still get attached to them. And with the Tower card's really stepping in to take away anything in your life that's not serving you. So that could be, an emotion that you're very attached to that's no longer serving you, and you need to move on and let that emotion go. or it could be a situation, so like a work situation that you're holding on to a job, but really you've grown out of that job. You need to excel in another area of your life, but it's quite daunting and scary to do that. So the universe sees that you're ready to move on and says, okay, there's only fear holding you back. I'm going to give you that little bit of a shove. I'm going to pull things away from you. So let's go with the scenario of the job. Say you had a job and you know that you need to move on from that job, but you think, oh, how am I going to do that? I've been here so many years, it's going to be really difficult. I'm sorry, I need to cough. And the universe then steps in, and you may be made redundant, or another, the job may sort of ask you to do something like move to a different department or another part of the country that you think, well, that's not in my plan. So it kind of, something comes in that makes you need to make the change. I hope that makes sense. That was a little bit of a ramble. Anyway, we'll move on to May. And May, you've got the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands represents in the fire sign, so it's really about action and passion and moving forward. And with the 9, it's nearly coming to the 10, so it's nearly coming to a completion. But with the 9 of Wands, it's really about not giving up, so wanting to persevere and keep on going. So it's a really nice energy, and I have to say, especially in this deck, the person who's not giving up, he looks very well equipped. He's got a really sort of sturdy helmet on. He's got his red cloak. He's got his feather in his hair, which is a sign of passion and drive. So he's got his gloves. He's in the other 9 of Wands, it's somebody who looks very worn out. They've got a bandage on their head and they're looking exhausted. But this, you're traveling really well in May and you're not giving up. You are determined. And it may be, you may have determination of the decision that you actually made in January. So when you have made that decision in January, by the time you get to May, you're actually really determined to follow through on that decision. However, it's not going to happen straight away. So you've gone from the 9 and then you're going into the 6. So in June, you've got the 6 of Wands and it's in reverse. So with the 6 of Wands, again, the fire signs, action and passion. And with the 6, it's about victory and being victorious. However, it's in reverse. So I feel in this reading that there's going to be a little bit of, over June and July, you do need to hold strong, shoulders back, head up, and keep pushing forward. And you definitely will have that energy, Scorpios. It's a very strong energy of, this is it, I've made my decision, this is the direction I'm going, I've worked so far to get all of these 8 wands, I'm not giving up, I'm going to make this a completion, I'm going to make it to 10, and I'm going to walk into the court cards, because that's the journey of the tarot. Okay, so then I've spoken really about the July card, so that's really connected to, the June card, that's connected to May of not giving up. And then we come into July, and I've already really spoken about the July card and how I really feel it's connected to this union with a sibling or somebody very significant from your childhood, and a real coming together. And it's a really beautiful energy. It feels like it's really being protected by okay, I'm going to say this. I'm hesitating because I think, should I say that? Because I always feel sort of mindful when I say about that. I get the energies that somebody's looking and protecting you that has passed. But I do get that energy. Not necessarily that the person has passed, but the person may not be in your actual life, your everyday life. So there could be, this mother energy could be not in your actual, they could be living in a different country or something like that. But I do also get a very strong feeling about, there's an energy of a mother that's passed, and the mother, if it's your mother or somebody who's played that role as that mother figure, is looking down and protecting this union. They know this union needs to happen, and it's a beautiful union. There's a lot of reminiscing when you get together, and there's a real innocence. So you come together here, these two people in March, and you're really reminiscing about the old times, the beautiful times. And it's gorgeous. It makes me feel really quite sad. So it's a really sad but happy sad, if you know what I mean. That sort of reminiscing and going over memories and just having that connection. Because you know when you've got a history with somebody and you catch up with that somebody that you have a history with, there's a really beautiful energy that flows between you and that other person, because the history is there. It's like that soul mate kind of vibe that this is your soul tribe. So wonderful, beautiful energy in July. Then we come into August, and in August you have the Three of Swords. And you've got two swords. Your reading is actually quite nicely balanced. I always look at the major arcana first, and then I look at what suits appear and how many of each suit. So you have 3 wands, you have 3 cups, you have 2 swords. So you have and you've got a couple of pentacles. So you've got a really nice balance of all of the suits, which is it's really good to have a balanced year and a balanced life. So really nice energy. So with the Three of Swords representing the air signs, the Three of Swords, again, the 3 is about creation, and with the swords, the Three of Swords, it's about healing heartache or pain. And I really feel that this is all connected to this story here. So when you come together with this union of this significant person, this soulmate, and a soulmate I'm not necessarily talking about a soulmate as in a lover soulmate. It could be, but I'm really talking about your soul family. So when you come together with your soul family and have this union that is being protected by this beautiful mother figure here, there's a lot of healing that's happening. It's really coming together to heal. So the 3 coming together, you, the other person, and spirit coming together to heal. Beautiful energy. It's a really beautiful energy for Three of Swords. I don't always get that energy for the Three of Swords, but in this reading, there is a very strong feeling of healing that's happening for you through this union, and it's happening in the month of May, June, July, August. Sorry, I'm losing my months here. In August. Okay, so then we go into September, and you have the King of Pentacles, gorgeous card. I really hope this is your energy, and I think it is. And I think no matter if you're a male or female, gender doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card. And the King of Pentacles represents the earth signs, and it's your first pentacle card in the year so far. So when you step into September, there's a real sense of stability. And the King has travelled through all of the pentacles. So you've gone from the Ace to the 2 to the 3 through the court cards, and you're at the top of the court cards. So there's a real sense of stability for you, lovely Scorpios, in September. And I really do feel, again, it's all connected with this union. This emotional connection that you have with this person through the year really allows you to grow in your own self and become really stable and confident and secure in your own being. It's such a lovely reading. It's beautiful. So then we go into October, and you have this wonderful offer coming from universe. So with the Ace of Wands representing, it's called the Ace of Rods in this deck, but I'm going to call it the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands comes in from universe. So this hand is coming in from this cloud. So an offer. So with the aces, they are offers, and it's an offer of passion and action. So this could be a new project, a new something new that's you can actually plant this. It's gonna become very solid. These 2 cards, I think, are really connected. And when I think of the King of Pentacles, I always think of a tree, and there is a tarot deck, the Shadowscape tarot deck, and the King of Pentacles is actually a tree. And I really, every time I see the King of Pentacles, no matter what deck I see him appear, I always visualize him as this solid, reliable, earthy tree. And with this Ace of Wands coming in, someone's offering you something that you can plant, and it can grow into something quite beautiful. So that's happening for you in October. And then in November, I've already spoken about the Empress being connected to this union and how this could be a person who is no longer with you in whatever form that may relate to you, in a material way, or they may have passed on. But this energy, they're really protecting this union and allowing that union to help you to heal, so you can actually gain that stability to grow something quite beautiful in your life. And then you end in December with 2 cards, and they wanted to come out together, so I took them. And I really think that with these 2 cards, you've got the 2 of Pentacles representing the earth signs, and the 2 is really juggling 2 things. So you've started off in January with the 2 of Swords, entering 2021, needing to make a decision, and you've ended with the 2 of Pentacles in December in reverse. And for me, I feel like you've made that decision and you're letting go of them 2 of Pentacles. You're no longer juggling 2 things. Has become a whole, has become one. And the reason why I'm saying it's become one, you've joined these 2 Pentacles together, it's become one. You haven't got the Ace of Pentacles, but you have got the Ace of Rods, which is like, for me, it's like a 1, even looks like a 1. Look, it's just like a 1. And then you've also got a Page of Cups. And for me, the Page of Cups in December is an offering. So it's a new beginning. And it's like the 1 cup that they're offering to you. And with the Page, it is a young card. So it's a very sort of innocent, naive, and it's a beginning of an offering. And it's a very emotional offering. The cups representing the water signs, which also represent emotions and feelings. So it's a beautiful, gentle energy of a new beginning. And I think the new beginning is happening because you've actually, in 2021, been able to come together, even within your own self, gain that stability, and you're no longer working with 2 polarities. You're feeling a lot wholer. Wholer, is that a word? It's going to be a word today. Okay, so so beautiful reading. I'm just going to pull a card just as a final message with the wisdom of the oracle cards. I'm just going to give you the card, and I'm going to let you interpret it to whatever it means to you. And if I feel it relates to the reading, I will sort of give my interpretation. But I think it's quite nice just to have you interact with your readings, and hopefully as I'm going through these, images will also resonate with you and make sense and enrich your own story and understanding of this reading and how it relates to you. So let's see. Oh, just while I'm shuffling these, just to let you know, I'm also going to be doing monthly readings throughout 2021 for all the zodiac signs, and I'm hoping to get the January ones uploaded somewhere mid-December. That's my plan. So come back to Satara Tarot to view your January readings, lovely Scorpios. I'll be taking each card from each month. So when I do January, I'll be taking the 2 of Swords, just to sort of give some further depth to your reading. Okay, I think this is the card for you. Oh, look at that. Beautiful card. This is definitely connected to your reading, and I know exactly where it needs to go. So I'm going to show you the card. So it's regeneration, and it's number 46. And I really feel that this card is definitely connected to your October. Is it October, September? Yeah, October card, the Ace of Wands. I'm just going to place it there. So how this really, for me, it's so strong, this card, how this relates. Even visually, this offer's coming in from universe in October to start something new, and it allows you to grow this beautiful tree, to regenerate something in your life. And I do definitely think it's about this union. If this is not a sibling that's coming back to your life, it could be a past love, and there's a real need to heal in that sort of relationship. So beautiful reading. I hope you resonate with this, lovely Scorpios, and if you do, please subscribe, please press like, and I'll see you next time. Take care.